We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set, 70, Indy. Yep. Let's go. Kill. Now.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check. Topper!
On second down, Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Mike, ready?
Throwing his lock on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to say how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you...
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Jet bomber.
On first down, Pollard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
61, matchbox flight.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. Setting up the screen for Cook. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Cook with a 1st down and much more. We're scoreless after 1. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters a normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive.
Oh, dang it, dude.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for any. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I'm done playing with you. Gotta get full cheese, but fortune.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Here's Locke to throw. Finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw it is Locke. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw Mariota. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And again, it's no good. A few bluebirds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, bro.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20.
Got it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Switch it. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Block now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
4th down, Mariota being chased out left.
Wow, bro.
And no, it's incomplete. They had to go through it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
6-6, pull it high.
Back to throw. Lock under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3.